Good morning. Welcome to the Rick Williams podcast. I'm back with another one, y'all. Bitch made two. I have to tell y'all that I'm not the brightest bulb in the bunch because I'm going to let you know up front I didn't see what I got coming. I really thought that I was going to hear from a few of my women friends and sisters alike, but I heard primarily from men. Pissed off, upset, like who do he think he is? I was raised by my mama. I ain't no bitch. He sound like he was raised by his mama. He sound like he might be a bitch made nigga. Well, guess what, y'all? I was raised by my mama. My daddy wasn't nowhere around, so I'm not talking to y'all trying to insult your intelligence or make you feel bad. I'm telling you this because what has already happened to me. I've already been locked up for 20 plus years of my life. I've walked through that storm. I walked through hell. I'm back to tell y'all that there's some traps set. And they were set long before you came in contact with the police. They were set in a place where you don't think the trap could possibly be set. And that was in your own house. Your mama set the trap. You hear me? Your mama helped set the trap. Especially if you wasn't raised with a father figure in the house. Okay, let me back up. I had a father figure in the house. I had my stepdaddy in the house. A couple other. I ain't gonna say a couple. I ain't gonna lie on my mama. My mama didn't have no bunch of men in the house. But I can think of two. And one of them wasn't my daddy. He was never around. So when I'm talking to you about bitch made, understand this here. My stepdaddy, and I'm going to call him my stepdaddy, my youngest sister's father, could not have possibly given me what I needed from my daddy. So again, even though I honored him, I respected him, but he didn't have nothing to give me that I wanted from him other than whatever he was doing with my mama and whatever agreement they had to keep the house and the lights on and everything else that I was benefiting from. Other than that, it wasn't no real connection with nobody else. So when I'm talking to y'all, I'm also talking to myself. I'm reflecting of the bitch shit that was done to me in my own house. So you chumps, check yourselves and make sure you understand that, you don't kill the messenger for bringing you the message. You don't kill the electrician for turning on your lights. You don't hurt the person to come tell you, look, they done dropped a Mickey in your drink. They done put something in your drink that's going to alter your reality. See, you don't hurt that person. You don't get mad at that person. And if you do, guess what? You bitch made, nigga. We'll call it how I see it. And we need to address it. You need to address it, like I had to address it. By doing all those years in the penitentiary and sitting down and reflecting how I got there. Who was in charge? We won't talk about the women too much right now. We won't talk about the bitch made men by the women. While y'all running around here protecting and want to kill for your mama, you look around at the condition that your mama in, now look around at the condition that you in with your bitch ass. And you see where you're going, right? You see how hatred and how mad she is? That's what you got in you. You got all emotional about a podcast, about a conversation that I'm trying to have with you. And you got emotional, just like your mama. Can't nobody tell you nothing, just like your mama. You better not say nothing to offend me, just like your mama. Or just like the church, it don't matter. Men don't operate like that. Men operate with facts. Men operate with intelligence, patience. Men don't move on emotions. At least you ain't supposed to. If you was raised by your mama, then you might have some emotional junk that you might need to deal with. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I got pastor friends that, I love them. They love me. You know what I mean? Some people say we in the bed together. I ain't nothing but a pastor. I heard that a lot. And we don't agree on everything. We most certainly don't. In fact, they tell me quite often, especially when I first started dealing with them, I should take it. I know that you don't agree with me. And they'll tell me to my face they don't agree with me. So guess what I've become accustomed to? Telling them to their face that I don't agree with them. We put them on a pedestal to where we can't have a real conversation with them because we think they're holy. Well, I've come to find out that they ain't holy neither. But we're going to deal with them later. All right? Now, let me say one more thing before I get off this here. I was listening to a young rapper. Y'all know him. Popular rapper. One of them hardcore killer type, gangster type, I listened to a few of his songs and, man, kind of reminded me of my life. I ain't going to call his name because I ain't going to infringe on, copyright or whatever you want to call that kind of stuff they talking about, but I don't care nothing about it anyway. But anyway, he got a verse on there to say, F my daddy, because that pussy nigga deserted me. This is what these men are saying. F my daddy, because he deserted me. He didn't desert you, boy. He deserted your mama, But that's what these young men are made to believe. That's why they are not looking for role models, because they believe their ultimate role model, which they thought was their daddy, was going to protect them and give them what they needed, didn't do, or for whatever reason, wasn't there to do the things that the young male thought should be done for him. And then on compounding, listening to his mama talk about how bad and how messed up and how he ain't there, and can prove that he ain't there, it only adds to the power and the separation of the black family. That's all that you got going on. He go on to say, man, look, he told a little boy on the thing like, who raised you? Grandma. My grandma raised me. Your grandma? This where you got all this killer stuff from? Your grandma? This where you learned the code of ethics from? The streak of whatever? Your grandma? Your grandma laid the foundation? Come on, man. This is what we got going on out here. This is who's rapping and telling the story. I was looking at a video this morning talking about homosexuality in the rap game. I'm looking at this guy like I used to idolize this guy. And he's telling how he got raped. And this is one of the most influential rappers out there. I'm almost like my man Bootsy, man. Little Bootsy, shout out to him, man. I'm gonna shout his name out because I ain't gonna never say nothing about the brother because I love that little young dude. I feel like Lil Bootsy, man, my eyes hurt. My eyes hurt with what I'm seeing. This is insane. That we can't come to the understanding that it takes both parents to raise these children. We can't pass a law. I said pass a law because that's what y'all gonna roll with, because that's what y'all rolling with. And we can't do, man, what's wrong with y'all? I heard from the time I was old enough to understand was I can't wait for you to get old enough so you can get out. I've heard him just in my own house, but in every other house I went to. Can't wait to put your child out. I've heard it. You've heard it. Some of y'all have said it. Some of y'all have repeated it. And you wonder why. And you wonder why your bitch made. Mama, sisters, grandmamas, aunties. You're turning your sons into bitches. When you tell that man, whoever you lay down with, that he can't be in his life for whatever reason, you're finna make a bitch out your son. You are getting ready to make a bitch out of your son. You getting ready to turn a whore into your daughter. You finna raise some misfits. Some undesirables, as they call them. But that all ain't lost, y'all. Because you can correct your mama error. And I see a lot of you brothers doing that today. I applaud y'all. Taking care of your son, taking care of your daughters in their lives. I see you. Thumbs up to you. I ain't talking about your mama. Because you told me too why you in their lives. You told me that your father wasn't in your life. You told me this. So I want to thank you. I want to shout you out for correcting what your mama couldn't do. And that was hold on to a man that she done laid down with and conceived a child with. I want to give you a thumbs up for staying there and taking care of your children with whatever hell you got to go through in order to do that. Shout out to you. Shout out to y'all that's taking care of the ones that ain't yours. Shout out to y'all. I ain't here to down no brother. I'm here to uplift you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to tell you got to get in position. If not, you're a bitch nigga. Now, before I go, the last thing, I know I said one more thing. Last thing, like I said, throughout this little message, you can tell if you're a bitch nigga or not. All right? But again, if you're upset with me about anything I said, chances are you're a bitch nigga. If you getting warm, sweat starting to come on your head because you was raised by your mama, and you know I'm telling you the truth, you're a bitch nigga. You know, if your butthole is starting to sweat, nigga, you really need some attention. Because I know when you get real mad, I know what go to sweating on a man when he ready to go there. So if your butthole sweating, you little punk, you got a lot of bitch in you, that's all. But you can get with a beer, nigga, though, nigga. And get that shit out you. All right, until the next time, y'all give me some feedback. Talk to me. Let me know if I'm wrong or not. I ain't absolute. I ain't above correction. Talk to me, real niggas.